Hey there, it's me again. The 25 days we've been in Sri Lanka truly was an eye-opener for me. It being the first time for me outside of Europe really convinced me of the importance of traveling. Just experiencing the cultures with the people, the animals and the nature, it's so much that inspires me from my own perspectives and my work. Sri Lanka has really been a great introduction to traveling, and this last episode really showcases how rich their culture and nature is. So we took our first bus ride from the east coast back to Ella. Everyone could hear us coming from miles away because of the crazy loud music. So it is 7 o'clock in the morning here in Ella, and we're now on our way to the train station because we want to get tickets to get this beautiful train ride to Kandy. Alright, so yesterday we were here at I think 6:05, and they said that the desk closed at 6, so we weren't able to get tickets. So we were like, okay, we'll get here the next morning because he said it would open at 6 o'clock a.m. So we're here at around 8 o'clock right now, and now they're saying we can only buy tickets after 8:30. So now we've walked here 2 times and both of the times didn't get our tickets. But yeah, we're now going back, getting breakfast and getting back here. I think just with our backpacks and everything, and then getting our tickets. Hey. 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 Bye-bye. Okay, so third time now with all the backpacks. Now it really should work. We should get the tickets and get on the train.
Thanks. Are there still 2 seats available?
Show the tickets. We have the tickets. So after 7 hours of driving through astonishing nature, we arrive in Kandy, which shows to be one of the more developed cities in Sri Lanka. We stayed at the City Lodge, just on the side of the lake that separates the city center from the suburbs. one of the owners of the hostel took us on a road trip to some of the most iconic places of Middle Sri Lanka, starting with a Hinduistic temple.
I have to cover up my legs for going in the temple. There we go.
Your country main language English.
It was so cool to see the amount of detail and color that was been put into building this temple. But there were still a lot of places we had to visit, so we jumped into the car and went to the next stop.
This is the aloe vera.
Yeah.
Our guide showed us around the farm, telling us about all sorts of products.
So this is for the face and all body, this is for the...
For pimples, hair removal to dry skin and strong hair. What was interesting was that it was all made out of natural products, grown and produced by themselves. The funny thing was that anything that has to do with body care attracts a lot of Asian women. So in the shop at the end it was completely crowded. People buying 10 to 100 items, which were quite expensive as well. So we skipped the store and went to the next stop, a Buddhist temple. What's up, monkeys?
Yeah.
En zo goed in harde deuren dicht doen. Where at the Hindu temple the focus lay on color and detail, here at the Buddhist temple it was all about the relaxation, the peace and quietness. And then it was time for a final stop, the grande finale, Sigiriya, also known as the Lion Rock. So I think that really shows the richness of the culture and the nature of Sri Lanka. You can really see that the government and all the people of Sri Lanka really tried to hold on to all their cultural highlights, just because tourism is the biggest part of the economy there. And I think that fact actually became our enemy, because it seems flawless, the whole trip we made to the temples and at the end Line Rock, but it actually wasn't. Because when we went up to climb up on the Line Rock, we ended up at this point where there were these ancient ruins with the drawings of ancient people, and that's really valuable for the Sri Lankan culture. So I went up there, and as you can see in the footage, I was just filming and just enjoying and trying to not look down. So I came up there and I saw the drawings and I just started filming them. I was like, wow, that's kind of awesome. But when I did that, 3 guys came running at me and grabbed me. It felt like they tried to rob me from my camera. So they took it out of my hands and they said, okay, come with us. So we had to go to the back, and it had like this little desk and had to sit on a chair, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then they pointed to like one of the small signs on top of the stairs, which I just didn't see. And it said that I couldn't make photos of the ancient ruins, which I understand, because when you use your flashlight, that will actually destroy the paint. So they wanted like all my details, my passport, that I have to pay a fee of like, in total I think it was 500 euros, or I had to be in prison for 2 weeks. So I was like, fuck me, how could I have seen that? But then I actually looked at the sign and I only saw it said no photography. But I had my GoPro, so I was filming. So I made the bold statement of like, okay, I only see photography and no videography, and I was filming, and I didn't use any flashlight, so it was impossible for me to actually destroy the ancient paintings. And then the guy started scratching on the back of his head, and he was like, fuck, okay, he got us. He actually let us go. But I had to delete my footage, so I can't show you really what happened, but at least here you have the story. So after this adventure, we left Kandy and made our way to Negombo. This will be our last stop before our flight to our next destination, Thailand. So that makes this the 4th and last episode of this series about Sri Lanka. As I told at the beginning, it was such a great inspiration for my work and such an eye-opener with the new cultures and the nature. So I hope you enjoyed the episodes and the way of storytelling and the way I showed you what we've been doing, and just let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. And if you want to follow more, because I still have a lot to show you, just subscribe to this channel and you will be up to date anytime when I try to upload. I'm not very consistent, but I try to. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.